Does the MG RX5 deserve 89,900 dirhams? And let me tell you all about it, interior, exterior, and how it drives. So almost a year ago, I took the MG GT as my first test drive with MG, and I'm gonna be frankly honest, it was a quite impressive car. The way it drove, the interior, the exterior, everything about it was perfect, and especially the price and with the warranty package and the maintenance service package. Everything was good about it. So now let's see if this is the same or not. So the MG RX5 is somehow a new design language, a new generation of design language, let's say, so just completely refreshed. It looks somehow a little bit sporty, but at the same time really classy. I mean, it's a really nice looking crossover SUV. It does suit, let's say, the younger generation somehow. So let's start talking about the front design and about the things that I really liked and the things that, let's say, I don't really agree with it or I don't like it, just, just personal opinion. And yeah, this grille, MG calls it the three-dimensional grille. It is a very good looking grille. I love how it has this gloss black color on it, and with the huge MG logo in the middle, just in chrome. It does really emphasize on the, let's say, branding, and shows you this is an MG. So now I really do like the way the splitter looks, or let's call it the lip. It has this bronzish, goldish color on it, all in gloss. I love these small lines, into the lip. But there's something that I don't like, which is the performance word. I don't see the use of this over here. It's just a little bit obnoxious, let's call it like that. I wish this was just all black and simple. It would have been better. Now, one of my favorite parts about the MG RX5 is how the front lights look. Of course, they're all LEDs. I love how the indicator look over here. They really look really super nice at night. I love how this chrome line just divides the front lights into two parts. And of course, the last thing, it gets the, the leveling option so you don't blind other people on the other side. Another thing that I really liked is how the side mirror is just divided into two colors, the gloss black and the same color as the body. Of course, this is the indicator light. I'm a big fan when cars just put the indicator on the side mirror. Somehow it gives it a little bit of spices, that makes it look more luxurious and classy, let's say. And of course, these can be folded. And of course, the front doors, they're all keyless. It's not a touch system, but you have to press this button over here and it will just unlock. Again, same thing, and it locks. I was a little bit harsh on the door. And one of the things that really, just increases, let's say, the beauty design of this car is how this blue color looks. It's not just a normal blue. It is, I don't know how they call it, but it is a metallic gloss blue, but it has some pearlescent of like light blue. So whenever you're on one side of the car, depending on the sun direction, it's gonna show you a different blue, let's say. And now coming to the back, I really like how MG just respected the same design language that goes from the front, goes through the sides, and it comes to the back. Especially with this chrome line, it is the same one that divides the front lights. Over here, it divides the tail lights into two parts too. I just respect the fact they did not over-exaggerate about the spoiler, which a lot of companies right now on just normal crossover SUVs, that would just give you a spoiler that doesn't make sense, So good thing that MG just kept it really normal, Somehow it blends with the body. Of course, the tailgate is electric. It adds a little bit of practicality into it. And you get plenty of space in the back over here. Around, let's say, 460 liters, just more than enough, for your daily normal groceries. And you get a shade also in the middle over here, if you want to cover up your stuff. And of course, if you want to have more space, all you have to do is just fold the back seats and you're gonna get around, let's say, 1,600 liters of space. So because today I have the MG Lux trim, which is the fully loaded one, it is the premium one. So you get these 19-inch wheels. They really look nice. I love this gloss black with the brushed aluminum finish over here and with the MG logo in the middle. And what really impressed me more about it is, You get these Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires, which are really good for daily drives because they're not very loud, which helps somehow through the noise insulation inside the cabin. So really a good deal. And now the interior. The moment that you get in, you would be really surprised on how I'm not gonna say super fancy or super luxurious, but just the way it is decently done. I mean, you do feel that they worked a lot on the interior, especially with these inserts of soft material, how the dashboard look, how the infotainment screen looks too, and just everything about it. And now if you talk about the steering wheel, it is fully covered with leather in the middle part here on the sides. You get this perforated leather. Somehow it gives you a sporty look, let's call it like that. It has a nice grip, let's say. On the right, you get the buttons to control your cluster screen. And on the left, you get the buttons to control your volume and the track that you're playing. And of course, for the cruise control, it is at the bottom at the left over here. And now for the cluster screen, you do get a lot of option to look at. For example, you get your current journey, fuel consumption, how much mileage did you do today, the accumulated one, and of course many other options, the fuel consumption in a graph, your tire pressure, battery voltage. And if you go to the right, you're gonna get, you can control the luminance, when is your next service, stuff like that. Now coming to the infotainment system, it is a really well equipped infotainment system. It is very simple to use, just really easy. Let's go through it. So you do get the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity. Right now my phone is not connected because I'm using the camera. You can check your vehicle settings from here. You do get a lot of pages to control everything, the lighting, the parking distance control system. Over here you can go through the auto door lock, unlock and power off. So you do get a lot of stuff. Now if I press on the home button, I can go to the AC control. So it is a dual climate control AC, and you can control it actually both on the screen and from the button over here. And you can increase your fans, just increase the temperature and everything separately on both sides. And now the center console. I really like how this thing looks. Just, you feel that everything is just blended in. I love how it goes from the center storage and throughout the middle, and it goes to the infotainment screen. I just like how the infotainment screen is connected to it. And this material over here, it is plastic, but somehow I don't know what is supposed to represent. I think is supposed to represent brushed aluminum or something, but it does look nice. I love how the gear lever looks. To go into reverse, you just put it to the front, and for the drive, and if you want to put it on sport mode, you just pull it again and it's on S. And for the parking mode, you just press on P. You get a small space over here, I guess, to put your car keys over here, and just blend in really well. And over here, it is the wireless phone charger compartment. It is a decent place, let's say. It fits all the phones. The driver's seat is of course fully electric. You get 6-way adjustable movement, as you can see right now. And for the interior, you get 2 options: the black, like the one that we have today with the blue stitching around, and you do get the beige interior for the MG RX5 Lux trim. And now there's something that I always believe it adds a little bit of practicality in any car, which is this storage, or let's say this space that you get in some cars, which is underneath the center console. I mean, it is somehow, if you're driving, a little bit hard to reach with your hands because you need to focus on the road and all of that. But I just like it. Like, you can put a lot of stuff over here. Of course, you get the USB inputs over here with the cigarette plug, and if you want to clean up this thing, you can just remove this plastic. So it is very practical, and I really like this in any car. Just this is a big yes. I love these. And now coming to the back of the MG RX5, you're gonna be really impressed on how spacious it is. I mean, usually crossover SUVs, they don't get a lot of space in the back. You would always feel a little bit claustrophobic, let's say, or tight somehow. Look, I'm not a tall person, I'm not a short person, I'm around 180 centimeters. And look at the room that I get between my knees and the front seats. This is just more than enough. I can just sit here comfortably and just enjoy the ride, you know? And the last thing about the interior is you get 6 speakers. I don't know what's the branding. There isn't any branding over here, but I can say from my own experience that the sound quality is really not bad. You can really enjoy your music, even on really high volume. It's not raspy or anything, it's not noisy, and it does deliver a good quality sound. So there are some funny facts that I found while I was writing the script for this car. Let's say the testing that was done on the MG RX5 before it was put into production. Some of them is the 5 million kilometer road test, or the 500 times lab bench test. If some people don't know what's a lab bench test, I will put a link to an article or to a YouTube video so you guys could just watch that separately from someone who would just be explaining it in a really nice way. The other fact, which I found a bit funny too, they did open and close the doors 200,000 times just to see how rigid or strong the doors are. So if we talk about the Euro NCAP safety rating, the MG RX5 still did not get any number on that. So I tried to search about it on the internet, but it was a blank, let's say. I did not find anything. But what I can say is, in the Chinese market, this car got a 5-star rating on the Chinese CCAP safety rating. And there's something else also. For the European market, the MG ZS and the MG HS got a 5-star Euro NCAP rating. So let's wait, maybe in a couple of days or a couple of weeks or months, we're gonna get the numbers for this car, most probably. So, the driving part. The MG RX5 honestly drives really nice. I can divide that into many parts. Let's start with the engine. It's a next generation engine from MG. It's called the NetBlue engine. It's a 1.5 liter turbo producing around 171 horsepower and 275 Newton meter of torque. Honestly, these numbers are really not bad. The car just doesn't like, really doesn't like, if I want to get into a roundabout without being slow and I need to catch up with the traffic, it does it really nicely. So I don't have to worry about that. In terms of braking, it has a very nice brake. Like whenever you want to brake really smoothly, it just does it really nicely. Honestly, the noise insulation is great. It's not that well, I'm not gonna say it's just that quiet inside of the cabin, but it does a really nice job at insulating the sound that's coming from the outside. In terms of the highway driving, let's say at 120, 140 kilometers per hour, you would be hearing a little bit of noises from the outside. It's not that exaggerated, but it's, let's say, acceptable noises. It's not annoying noises. You just increase a little bit the music volume and you're good to go. You won't be really annoyed by it. Good thing about it is you get these Michelin Pilot Sport 4 tires, which actually help with the noise insulation because these are not very loud tires. They're very quiet. So this does play a part. Although I do feel the noise insulation from the floor is not that great. From the top, you barely hear anything. It's not that annoying, but you do hear a little bit from the floor, a little bit of noises. Again, not exaggerated. It's not that annoying sound again. I do make sure that I'm repeating that because I don't want to make it sound like if it's, you know, a catastrophe or something. No, you do hear a little bit of noises from the floor. Now, in terms of transmission, it is a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, which I'm not a big fan on economy cars. But I do understand a lot of cars that are produced in China right now, mostly they are using the 7-speed dual clutch transmission. And there is another transmission that a lot of them are using, which is the automatic ascent transmission. I wish this had a torque converter instead of a dual clutch transmission, because look, it does a good job at shifting gears, you know, downshifting, upshifting whenever you're driving slowly, smoothly, or whenever you want to drive aggressively. It does the job better when you drive aggressively, obviously, because it's a dual clutch transmission, so it's gonna shift gears faster. But the thing is, sometimes whenever you want to drive smoothly and you're just accelerating from 0 to, let's say, 30, 40 kilometers per hour, you do feel there's a certain turbo lag sometimes. It does feel weird. So you feel that the car is going on, okay, it starts to accelerate, and then you feel there's a certain lag that comes all of a sudden, and it's not a jerk or something, but you do feel that the car jerks a little bit, especially with the dual clutch transmission. So that's why I repeat, I don't mind it. You know, it's doing a good job. It's giving you a fuel efficiency of around 8 liters for each 100 kilometer, which is a very, very good number. I mean, it is a very fuel efficient car. I like the MG, I like how it drives, I like how it looks from the outside, and I like how it looks from the inside. Really great features. It is packed with a lot of safety features and a lot of optional entertainment features too, like the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, a big infotainment screen, a nice cluster screen that shows you almost everything that you need. It is a nice package, honestly, and for the price that is listed, it is a very good price. I can say that. So what do you guys think about it? Does it really deserve this price or not? So let me know your opinions, guys, down in the comments, and see you on the next one.